What is up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I will go through the best uncommon cars in the game, not including the price cars just as the last one. So again I sorted all the cars by rarity and this list contains a lot more cars compared to the common cars list. So let's get started. The first car in this list is gonna be a Chrysler. So it's this thing right here, Chrysler 300H. This is a really amazing dragster, so it does 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 4.9 seconds when you upgrade it all the way up. And it's also a 60s car, American Dream and muscle car, so a lot of techs right there and an excellent dragster. Very much recommended. If you manage to grab one, make sure to keep it. The next car on this list is it's actually under Mazda, I think, because it's AutoZone actually. Let's see, where is Mazda? Yep, it's AutoZone AZ1. So this little thing has standard tires and handling can go all the way up to 87 or even 88 depending on how you choose to upgrade it. It's very good for slaloms and also has a team favorite tag, so definitely very good grippy car for the rain. The next car on this list is a Mercedes. Let's see. So it's another dragster car actually. SL 300. So it also has tags ultra expensive and style icon. 0 to 60 is only, I say only 7.3 seconds, but it has crazy good mid-range acceleration. And when this car came out, it was the fastest car in the world. So top speed is also amazing, and that's why I wanna keep it, because it's really good at test balls and long drag races and stuff like that. Definitely keep one if you manage to grab it. The next car is also a Mercedes and also a dragster. It's this V250 diesel, so it's a diesel car, which also can come in handy. It's MPV and 7-seat count, all pretty unique things. High ground clearance, 6.6 seconds to 60 miles per hour, and when you upgrade it, the top speed goes all the way up to 139. So really good dragster car, and make sure to keep it if you get one. The next on this list is a Pontiac. It's this guy, so it's Pontiac Fiero. This is a pretty decent standard, well, cornering and all-around car. It will do 8.7 0 to 60 and 84 handling when you upgrade it all the way up, which is for standard tires really good, and it's only 7 RQ. Also, it has American Dream tag, so make sure to keep it. The next car on this list is a Subaru. Let's see where my Subarus are. Up right here. So it's Subaru Legacy from 89. So it's standard tire 4-wheel drive car, and it has 75 handling and 9.9 0 to 60 time when you upgrade it all the way up. So for a standard tires 4-wheel drive car, it's really good, especially for 7 RQ. So make sure to keep one if you see it, because it's gonna do wonders in the rain. The next car is a Caterham. So it's this little guy here. When you upgrade it all the way up, it will do 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and have 77 handling, which is pretty unique in this 8 RQ bracket. The weight is ridiculously low, so it's gonna be just amazing for slaloms and stuff like that. Make sure to keep one if you manage to get your hands on it. And the next car is even better for that same thing. It's a Renault. It's the only slick tire car on this list, so it's a Renault Twizy F1. When you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds and have 77 handling. So it's a crazy little car which has like a really small weight, but it does have slick tires, so make sure you don't use it pretty much anywhere else except asphalt, but it also has French Renaissance and Wild Ride tags, so it's definitely gonna come in handy. It's one of the best cars on this list, and make sure to keep it whatever you do. So the next car on this list is a Lancia. Let me see where my Lancias are. Okay, so it's this one, Lancia Beta Monte Carlo. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it will have 86 handling and do 7.4 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is just amazing for a 8RQ car. It's also mid-engine car, and it's a 70s car. The weight is also amazing, so all around very good car. Make sure to keep it if you get it. The next one is fairly similar to it. It's an MG. It's an MG Metro. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds and 86 handling. So almost the same stats, but it's gonna have lower top speed. But a major difference is that this car has medium ground clearance, meaning you can use it in city street races and stuff like that. The weight is also low, so really good car. Just keep it if you manage to get one. So the next few cars I have for you are all off-roaders, so like 8RQ bunch of off-roaders. The first one of them is this Nissan Patrol. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna have 12.4 0 to 60 time and 78 handling for all surface 4-wheel drive car. That's pretty good. The weight is also not very bad for an off-roader. So make sure to keep that in mind, and it has high ground clearance, so it's actually a real off-roader. The next one is also a Nissan Patrol. It's this guy here. When you upgrade it all the way up, it's still gonna have like, it's gonna say Infinity 0 to 60 miles per hour, but this car really excels at slaloms in dirt or stuff like that. It has really low weight for an off-roader, but still having high ground clearance, 4-wheel drive, and all surface tires. It's gonna have 72 handling when you upgrade it all the way up. So it might not look like much when you take the first look at it, but it's really good, so just keep it. The next off-roader is gonna be a Chevy. Where is Chevrolet here? Yeah, so up, it's here. Chevrolet Blazer S10. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna have 12.70 to 60 miles per hour time and 56 handling, but this one has off-road tires and 4-wheel drive. Of course, high ground clearance. It's a true off-roader in a sense. And the last off-roader that's 8RQ is a Hummer. So Hummer H1. It also has a style icon tag which comes in handy. And so definitely when it comes to these, some are better than the others. Like this Hummer will do 15 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour and 61 handling. Still has off-road tires and 4-wheel drive. Has massive weight and high ground clearance. But I would highly recommend for you to grab all four, upgrade all four, and keep all four, because like pretty much whenever you need them, you're gonna have strict rules on the events, and you're never gonna be able to use, like maybe you get to use both Nissans at the same time, but that's it. And I would just recommend you getting all four and keeping all four, because you're gonna have a lot of use for each of them. So just make sure to grab them if you manage to find them. The next car on this list is a Ford. So where are you up? It's a Ford UK, so Ford Focus, Great Britain tag. Make sure to keep an eye on that. So it's not gonna be an American car, it's gonna be considered British because it's from Ford UK. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds and gonna have 87 handling. 87 handling on a 9RQ car, which also has standard tires. That's amazing. It has all the electronic assistances like traction control and ABS, pretty low weight and medium ground clearance. Just amazing car. Grab it and keep it. So the next two cars are gonna be Mazdas. First one is this one, RX-7 from 78. So it's a standard tire car that is gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds and have 85 handling when you upgrade it. But it has low ground clearance, but it has really low weight. So really good car for the rain. It also has innovative and street racer tags. So and 70s cars also. So just grab it and keep it. It's really gonna come in handy. The next one is this RX-7 from 85. So it's a bit newer RX-7, but it has performance tires. So it's gonna have much better stats. The stats are gonna be 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds and 86 handling. But like I said, it's performance tires, so it's not as good in the rain as the other one is. Also has low ground clearance and a bit more weight. But definitely an awesome car. Just grab it and keep it if you can. The other one is an Opel. Where is my Opel? Sport Vauxhall Opel, yeah, it's gonna be there. So it's gonna be this Opel Vectra GSI. It's a four-wheel drive performance tires car that's gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.2 seconds and have 81 handling when you upgrade it all the way up. So pretty good for a 9RQ. The next car is a Plymouth. Let's see. It's this amazing dragster. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds and have 133 top speed. So just amazing dragster. There's nothing in 10RQ range that can beat it in a quarter mile, or I think even in a half mile. So if you manage to grab it, just keep it. If you don't have many other dragsters, consider even keeping two of those, because they're simply unbeatable at the time. And I don't know, it might even get nerfed, but not necessarily. It's pretty good at what it does, and I just hope it won't get ruined. Medium ground clearance, a lot of power, also has American Dream and muscle car tags. The next one is again Mazda. So let's see where my Mazdas are. Mini Mercedes Mazda. Okay, it's a RS Limited Mazda from 94. So it's a standard tired car that's gonna have 90 handling when you upgrade it all the way up and do an 8 second 0 to 60, which is just amazing for the rain. The weight is really low, and you have low ground clearance, but who cares? It's gonna be a rainy day car, but it's a roadster, which is also amazing. The next car on this list is a Lotus. Similar to Mazda, it's also a very lightweight car. Like very lightweight car, low ground clearance. It's gonna have 83 handling when you upgrade it all the way up and do 7 seconds 0 to 60. So it's faster to 60, but it has like lower handling number. But when it comes to like slaloms and stuff like that, the lack of weight is really good. Also, it's a 60s car, so that's something amazing. And if you can get any good 16 cars, just keep them like this one. Driver's choice and style icon tags are also there, so definitely a keeper. The next one is Subaru. Let's see where my Subarus are. So it's this guy, it's Subaru Leone. So it's an 80s car, four-wheel drive standard tires, and it's gonna have 81 handling when you upgrade it all the way up and do 0 to 60 in 8.5 seconds. So for a four-wheel drive standard tires car, it's definitely amazing, and just keep it if you manage to get one. Also medium ground clearance, so city streets and stuff like that are also gonna be nice. Next one is a Chevrolet. Okay, where are you? It's this one, Impala SS 427. So this car is gonna do 0 to 16 5.2 seconds. And why do I recommend it when you have one that can do in 4.3? Is because of top speed. When you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna go all the way up to 162 miles per hour, and that's simply amazing. When it comes to like test bowl and events like that, it's gonna kick ass even when it comes to some like much more expensive cars. So just keep it if you manage to get one. It is a little bit heavy, but not as heavy as some other dragsters tend to be, so just keep it, it's pretty good. The next car And actually the last car on this list is another off-roader. So where is my Land Rover? Yeah, right here. It's a Land Rover Defender 90. So it's on a four-wheel drive off-road tires car. It's gonna have 65 handling when you upgrade it all the way up, and do 0 to 60 in 12.5 seconds. So it's not like really fast thing, but for an off-roader it's amazing, and it also has a style icon tag. High ground clearance is also there, and weight is pretty much okay for an off-roader, but it does have traction control and ABS, and it's a fairly new car. It's 2011, so just make sure to keep it when it comes to that. So that will be all for this video. I did present a lot of cars here, but like uncommon range is something that you're gonna use these cars a lot, and a lot of variety is something that you're definitely gonna need. So I would highly recommend just keeping all of these cars if you manage to get any of them that I just showed you, and they're gonna help you a lot. So that would be all. Make sure to subscribe for more content in the future, and like this video if you did. And if I missed any of cars that you think should be on this list, feel free to leave a comment below. And see you guys later. Bye bye.